All right, welcome back to another video of Total Tesla. My name is Craig, and I have a good friend of mine, a really long-time friend, and this is my friend Steve.
Hi, everybody.
And this is his first time driving a Tesla, and also going to be using FSD for the first time. So really has no experience whatsoever. I did give him a little overview. We got his profile set up in the car, and we're going to go to a destination of his choosing. So what you're going to do is you can hit this button here and hold it down, and then say what you want to say to where you want to go.
Navigate to Gravois Bluffs.
You got to hold it down, I think.
I am.
I'll try it. Let's see. Try it again. Oh, wrong one. Maybe it's this one. Is it that one? That one.
Navigate to Gravois Bluffs.
All right. So, this is almost my first time really in the passenger side of my own car. So, all right. So you don't have to hit anything because it's ready to go. You're just going to tap. You're going to hold this blue button down, and it's going to take us. Now he's in full control. So I told him, if he doesn't feel comfortable, he will he'll take over. So, yeah. Now, he's been in my car a few times as far as, with FSD before, but not at this level.
Only as a passenger.
Yeah. But really the first time I'm driving a car, and now he's going to use FSD for the first time. Now, we got the profile set on, we actually have it on set on, let's see, standard. So, and we have a 20% offset. And we finally got some good weather.
Yes, been cold the past couple of weeks.
So, snow is melting.
Ironically, the weather's going to be warm until my birthday.
When is your birthday?
March 5th, and then it drops back down to the 40s.
Yeah,
crazy.
Winter's never over yet. So I want your your opinion is as we're going on how you feel about certain things, certain situations, what you think so far.
Well, right now it's still kind of that new car smell because I've never been involved with an FSD before. So to me, I'm kind of geeking out because the thing actually works well. I'm kind of the old stick in the mud though, where I like to drive the speed limit. So if it says 35, I drive 35. I get passed frequently. But right now it's doing 33 and a 35, going around a corner with a bend, no big deal. Seems to be totally fine.
We got a stop sign right up here, so. And also as a passenger, because I'm usually in control, now from another perspective, really feeling like it's a robo-taxi service where the car, I really don't have any control. It's up to the driver and Steve. So basically my life is in his hands right now.
It was good knowing you, Craig.
So here we go. Yeah. So it's a different feeling for sure. Just playing shotgun over here.
Now this turn, we go from a 35 mile an hour to a 30 mile an hour zone, and it's got the speed limit recognized, and it's doing about 20% over. So yeah, it's good. Does what most people do.
Yeah, it
speeds.
So it sees the speed limit sign, and then if you wanted to go lower, you can use the scroll wheel, drop it down if you need to.
This one?
Yep.
Where does it tell me?
It's going to show you. Go scroll down a little bit. See maybe it's this one.
This one says it goes left to right.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It says max. So go down. It'll start slowing down to where you want to be at. There you go.
Yeah. I'm good with about 3 miles over the speed limit. They've got it posted for a reason. Smarter people than I figured out that.
Yeah, there's some watchers over the bridge there.
So we're coming off one of the side roads to get onto 141 South, which there's a little bit of traffic, but it's not terrible. It's a nice day out. People are out getting their car washed.
Yeah, I saw that. When I was driving over, there was a do-it-yourself car wash, and they're about 4 or 5 deep in each line. So yeah, it was good yield.
Beautiful yield.
Yeah.
Knows to get in the correct lane. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. You're not having your hand on the wheel as a driver, but I can see why people enjoy it.
Honestly, this is the best way to travel nowadays. Is you are supervising, making sure it's doing its thing, but there's a little bit less stress, I think, mentally. Once you get used to it. Now, right now, you're probably, it's probably a situation like, wait a minute, for 30, 40 years, I've been...
I've been doing this.
Right. And I remember my first time driving, it was just on Autopilot way back on a Model S. And I got on the highway and it was with the salesperson and engaged this Autopilot just to stay in the lane. It was not doing any turns at the time. It was just basic Autopilot. And that was like an awe moment, like I'm out of control.
Yeah.
So I can totally understand maybe your level, of being kind of cautious, making sure it's going to do what it's going to do because you have no prior experience.
Yeah. And you find yourself, at least I find myself right now, since this is my first time, like subconsciously pressing on the floorboard.
Yeah.
With my foot that's not controlling the pedals anyway. Just every once in a while, that personal driving instinct kind of kicks over without having, that necessary grab the wheel and slam on the brakes.
Mm-hmm.
What other car companies have got FSD that are competing with Tesla?
Well, Ford has a level, I think it's called Blue Cruise, and there's really no other car manufacturer that has this level of full self-driving that's being manufactured. But there are levels of what I would say like level 2 Autopilot.
And this would be level what?
This is still level 2 because it's not full self-driving, and we still have to be engaged in everything and making sure that it's supervised. But it's next level because you're really not having to touch any parts of the car as far as steering wheel or brake or pedal.
Right. Got a car merging in front of us.
Yeah.
Slowed down beautifully.
Yep.
Coming up to a red light. Yeah.
So like Chevy, I think even GMC or Cadillac, they have their own style. I mean, there's several companies that have a level with they don't lane change, I don't believe, and it's just typically geofenced where you're not able to use it everywhere. So you may be able to only use it on highways or only certain stretches of road.
Anybody relatively close to the Tesla model?
No. There's Waymo, who's obviously owned by Google, and they're a ride-sharing service, but they use different cars. They have their LiDAR sensors and a whole bunch of cameras and radars and things like that. But those cars are typically geofenced. They can't go all over. I mean, we could actually set a destination from right now, no matter what part of the country you want to go to, and it'll get us there now.
Gotcha.
Which is really mind blowing. And soon, the goal is to have a robotaxi service starting in June in Austin, Texas. So they're going to start with Model Ys. And I'm not sure if they're unveiling the RoboCab or the Cybercab, the robotaxi, as far as a style of car that was already unveiled last fall, the 2-seater. But this, they're going to use new Model Ys and I guess any car with hardware 4, which this car has the latest hardware.
It's still kind of that wow moment for me as well. I mean, like I said, I've been in the car a couple of times before as a passenger, but you're so used to your odometer and your speedometer readings in front of you that not having that there makes the car look odd. Not bad, just odd.
Yep.
You know, because you've got that history of driving a gas-powered engine, where you need all your tachometers and stuff in front of you.
Yeah.
But this display is nice that your main components are right here in this little corner, so you can see your charge, your mode of driving, like drive, reverse, all that, and speed limit.
App little setting right here. This is showing your destination, where you're at on your progress.
Yep.
So it's really nice. You can swipe some things over like this, get your tire pressure, just if you're kind of gauging there. And then obviously if you were listening to the radio or something like that, or Spotify or Sirius. So yeah.
How's your OnePlus 13?
Great. Love it.
Have you put it in the dishwasher yet?
No.
Why not?
Because it's waterproof.
You can put it in the dishwasher.
I'm not going to do that.
Come on, Craig. Live a little.
Nope.
Live twice in one day. One, by letting me drive your car. And two, dishwasher wash your phone, man.
You know what I'm waiting for? I sent a tweet on X to OnePlus and said, I want to get Grok 3.0, which is the AI software. And it's been released for Android, but it's not been released for
the iPhone or for the
OnePlus yet. So I sent a tweet, or whatever you want to call it, message, post, tagged OnePlus, Elon, and XAI to update the app. I mean, it's amazing.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Do you feel like, do you feel that this is, we're on our way that it's safer than a human being? Like, you start to feel like this could be safer than a human being?
That's a good question.
I know your time has been limited.
Time is limited, but I'm also a very defensive driver, so I tend to leave a little bit more space, but it's not much different than what this car drives, so I would say tentatively yes.
And we're not still at the robo-taxi level where we could fall asleep. We're still having to pay attention.
Yeah.
You know, things like that. So it only can typically get better from here.
Right.
So the way I feel, like the more that I drive, the less I want to actually, I mean, the more that I let the car drive, which is almost all the time now, really the less I don't want to disengage.
Right.
I'd just rather have the car do it.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's nice that you can customize it to drive closer to your style, whether you want to do exactly the speed limit, a little bit faster, a little bit slower. How sensitive do you want the braking? All of those things help make it more like you're driving anyway.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So it's not a one size fits all, which is nice. Coming up here on Gravois Bluffs.
This is one of the busier shopping plazas. Now, we didn't put a destination of a store, so it's just going to get us into the plaza, I guess. I'm assuming.
Maybe it wants us to go to Sonic.
That's probably not a good idea.
It's crazy how clean this car is. Not in terms of like, it's not dirty, but just bare.
Oh, simple.
Yeah, very simple.
Simplistic. Yeah.
It's very IKEA.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. That's one thing I like about it. It's just, you don't have all these things that you're worrying about. You got a big screen that tells you all the information you need. No buttons to press other than you're getting out of the car maybe, and your flashers if you need flashers. That's right here, by the way.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's It's very simplistic.
Minimalistic.
Coke. I'm sure all the people in Tesla watching this are like,
these guys are idiots.
And don't forget, now please, I'm getting close to 1,000 subscribers. I got to plug my own channel since I don't have any.
It's turning us around.
Okay, that's a good one. Oh, maybe. Oh, all right.
Maybe it hurt. I wanted to go to Sonic.
We didn't really have a destination in, but it's just pulling us in this way. That's good. So if you have to take over, okay, we're going to go to a bank. Let's just see if it even parks the car. I have no idea what it's going to do. I mean, wait a minute, it's not
There
done
is
yet.
a car behind us.
Yeah.
I got antsy.
It's all right.
Parked is right there. Perfect.
At a bank.
At a bank.
So now
was
we're in
beautiful.
park. So just quick, analysis of your first drive from beginning to end.
I liked it. It was good. It was smooth. It drove the same way that I drive, where it leaves a little extra space between cars. It's not overly aggressive. The current mindset, it seems like with most people, is I've got to get there first, and being able to customize it to say we got all the time in the world is great. It didn't rush through any of the turns. It didn't cut anybody off. Didn't do anything I wouldn't have done myself.
Well, now, was that area that we did a U-turn on? Was that illegal?
If they give you a ticket, then we'll say yes.
I mean, was there a no U-turn sign there?
I don't believe that there was.
Oh,
no.
okay. That was interesting.
That was interesting.
Because we didn't really know exactly where it was going to take us. We just went to the plaza, and it just took us to this First Community Credit Union. So, yeah. All right, so let's go one more location. But what I want to do is let's get on the highway. You probably want to see some highway travel.
Sure.
So, let's see. Let's go to...
do South County Mall.
Yeah, let's at least go that route and see how.
Navigate to South County Mall.
We should actually go to the supercharger.
We can do that.
Yeah, here. Let's go back to end trip, and now say Tesla Supercharger, South County.
Tesla Supercharger, South County. Navigate to the Tesla Supercharger in South County.
There we go.
There we go.
Now my battery may start to warm up because it thinks we're going to supercharge, but when you're ready, just hit that.